Hello everyone, PraseScooter here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Y, the very Monotype Challenge. It's not even a Let's Play right now, it's just the Monotype Challenge. Last time, I explained the basic rules of a Monotype Challenge to you folks, and as well as we also got our first Pokemon, Chespin. And with that being said, we continue on our journey. Oh, I can't run. Oh, I can run. I just actually have to hold it. So, a few things we need to go over here. Now, a lot of stuff we can get at here will be condensed into one local location later on. So, everything you're seeing now is not like set in stone. This stuff is in this shop, this stuff is in another shop. I'm just starting out like this. Also, I want to check my bag really quick here, because nothing. Alright. Hello, sir. Sells only Pokeballs, so I would like to buy some. And now, a nice little starting tip that I can give to you guys is, if you need Pokeballs, you can buy them. Well, first of all, you can buy them in the shop. Pokeballs are how you gather Pokemon. We'll have various other types of Pokeballs that I'll explain in more detail what their benefits and downsides, I guess, are as we go along. But for now, we just have the basic Pokeballs. This is your standard, as standard can be, Pokeball. Now, if you want a little bit extra, if you want a couple more Pokeballs for your buck at this point, get 10. If I'm thinking right. If you buy 10 or more Pokeballs at once, you get a bonus Premier Ball. The Premier Ball is still a Pokeball. The Premier Ball is still a Pokeball, it's just that it's a little flashier. It's reverse coloring, whereas Pokeballs like red, usually like red, well, red with red top with a black label on the around the ball's opening point. The Premier Ball is a pure white ball. Actually, I could just show you this instead of describing it. The Premier Ball is a pure white ball with a red embroidery. Now, I'm hoping to use that Premier Ball at some point soon. Hello. Oh, okay, this is the Pokemon Center. So, Pokemon Centers we'll get a little bit more in-depth knowledge of later. Now, I'm hoping this is a potion shop. Are you? We sell only the best potions. By that we mean the bases. Okay. Now I'm going to say stock up on just a couple potions. You shouldn't need too many at this point in the game. Later on, very much so, but we don't have a lot of money, so we want to save a little bit. The potions we just purchased heal 20 HP, so instead of having to run back to the Pokemon Center here, which is a full heal for all your Pokemon, we can instead use a potion, whether in battle or outside of battle, to heal our Pokemon on the spot for 20 health. There are other potions that will do 50 and 200 and even flat out full-on max health. Hello. I'm well aware how Pokemon battles work, and I'm going to explain it here unless my peeps show up and explain for me. Nope, not going to explain for me. So, Tall Grass. In Tall Grass, you will find Pokemon you can capture. Unfortunately, I'm not going to capture this Pidgey, so I'm actually just going to straight up run from this battle, but I should explain some of the other basic functions of a battle before we go further, because I kind of explained potions already. In your bag, you have 4 options you can choose from. Status restoring problems, basically for various effects and inflictments that can be dealt upon you in the game, which we'll definitely see those as we go along. Battle items, these are unique items that I usually avoid because they're just kind of cheap wins. But I'll at least explain what the battle items do later on. Pokeballs, which I've explained a little bit, but basically you throw a Pokeball, you catch a Pokemon, but you must weaken the Pokemon first. And I'll talk more about that when we start catching our actual first Pokemon. And then HP and PP restore items, basically. This is our, well, I've already talked about potions, how they restore 20 HP. But PP is basically the number of times you can use a move before you can no longer use it. Let's see, Pokemon. If you ever feel like switching out a Pokemon, or in other moves, or in other situations, want to check up on what its moves are and what its stats are, you can do that from here. But we're not going to use the run function, which hopefully this works right away. But its running is based upon your speed stat. So the higher your speed, the more likely you are to run away from a battle. There we go. We got away from the fight. So I will give. Well, actually, these guys are going to give a tutorial on how to catch Pokemon right now, probably. Hello. Cool. I will watch carefully how you capture the Pokemons. So I'm going to try and walk you through it as he's doing it. Oh, hey, Bumblebee. So basically how you want to work on capturing a Pokemon normally is you want to do some slight damage to the Pokemon just to weaken it. Right around there, at least starting out, that's a good level at which you want your Pokemon to be before you start throwing Pokeballs at it to catch it. So once the Pokemon's weakened, you'll go into your bag, grab a Pokeball. Why do you get 50? Rich boy. But yes, you'll throw a Pokeball, and then the Pokemon will shake 3 times, and then do that. Once the Pokeball does that, you have successfully caught the Pokemon. So 3 shakes and then a click for capture. If at any point throughout that, even before the shakes start, the Pokeball can burst open. The Pokemon will not be caught, and you will have to try again. Some Pokemon are harder to catch than others, just innately by the game's design. Certain Pokemon have, well, I think at what rate he had that, Bumblebee has like almost a full ability to be captured, 250 out of 255, I think. But later Pokemon will get to something ridiculous like 3 in 225, 1 in 225, or 55, excuse me. Some ridiculous numbers come into play. Oh, we get more Pokeballs. Well, my trip to the shop was unnecessary. Alright. So something new they added into this game is if you keep as you battle as you capture Pokemon. Well, actually, yeah, no, we did the experience thing too. As you noticed when we did the rival battle in the last episode, my Chespin leveled up to level 6 by experience. Now, normally the only way to get experience is to battle and defeat opposing trainers or wild Pokemon. But starting in this game and moving forward, you can also get experience for your Pokemon if you capture the Pokemon, which makes it a little bit easier for leveling up reasons. But there's something else that will make it even easier to level up your Pokemon. Regardless, we're going to go ahead and keep moving on with our journey. Yes, I believe that's our first trainer battle. Also, we didn't get any Pokemon here. Well, we won't worry about that right now, but for future occurrences, I'll keep you along with me as we go throughout Grass. If we get a new Pokemon encounter, I'll show you that new encounter and maybe fight it. But if it's a repeat encounter, I'll end up skipping the battle, so you guys don't have to sit through it. Anyway, so a lot of people out here are trainers. How trainers work is if you cross their path, their line of vision, you initiate an unescapable battle with them. So with this youngster, I believe is what they're called. Okay, yeah, it's a youngster. So he'll send out a Zigzagoon. Now, I'm losing my train of thought already. Now, as I said with trainer battles, you cannot run from them, you cannot escape from them, you are forced to complete them. You also, even though this is kind of a given, seeing as it's somebody else's Pokemon, you are not allowed to capture their Pokemon. If you try and throw a Pokeball at the other person's Pokemon, it'll just get batted out of the way. You have wasted a turn, and they get a free attack. So don't try and take the Team Rocket approach. Anyway, I'm gonna stick with Vine Whip because it's gonna do a lot more damage than Tackle, and I think Vine Whip is physical in this game, if I remember right. Actually, I don't have any special moves for Chessman right now anyway. Ow. Could you not? Oh well, one more Vine Whip and we're good. Ah yes, there's the attack falling. So, I explained critical hits before, but if the opponent lowers your stats as well throughout the battle, a critical hit will bypass any lowered stats you have as well. So just because their stats are boosted and yours are lowered, don't give up all hope, because you could get a crit and it could negate all that work somebody else put in. Anyway, so much better. I should have told you that I had a Chespin. Okay. I mean, sorry, I've got a Chespin. Bye. Anyway, let's head into the forest. The Santalune Forest. Oh. Alright, so Shauna's with us. At certain points in the game, an NPC will follow you throughout a place or location. Now I'm just gonna walk around a little bit and look at certain things. Aha. Now, oddly enough, this forest has a layout super similar to the Generation 1 I think it's Vermilion Forest? Viridian Forest? It's been so long since I played first gen. Now also, oh dang it, not here. Ah, well, what is our first encounter in here? Even though it will not matter. Are you kidding me? I almost feel like I should capture it just because it's here. Okay. You know, we'll capture a Pokemon, but we're not going to use it for anything. Just so I can kind of show it off firsthand. Oh, also, electricity has been shown off in this little wheel of how things work. Plus, it can also show off the experience you get via battles. But electricity is strong against flying types and water types, but it is weak again. But it does not harm. It does no damage against ground types. And does reduce damage to grass types, and I want to say something else, but I can't think of it right now. Anyway, Pikachu's at a perfect level where he gave me 10 balls. Pikachu's at a perfect level where we can go ahead and throw a Pokeball at it. Now, Pikachu's got a little bit higher catch rate, or harder catch rate. Never mind, I guess I got caught it. Pikachu has a little bit of a harder catch rate than most of the other Pokemon you'll find starting out here. So yeah, we got experience from catching it, which didn't happen until this game. And we get a Pokédex entry. I'm upset that you're the only Pokemon that has like his actual name said as its dialogue. I guess what I mean by that is basically Pikachu gets special treatment, being that because it's its mascot, it says Pikachu and all its little taglines, like little voice clips like that. But every other Pokemon in this game just has a various like synthesizer stroke session for its cry. That's a real terrible thing to say. Hello, sir, are you just wandering? Yes, and saving. So that's something else I'll probably show off once I'm actually done playing for Hi. Now I think now also in certain areas. Dang it. I guess we're not going to cut here because this is, well, we get another new encounter. Say hello to the token bug Pokemon of this generation, Scatterbug. We'll actually see its evolutions down the line, but right now I'm going to ignore it. Because I don't want to get too much experience for the Pokemon I'm not going to use. Now, I'm poking around here because I guess there's not. certain locations will have an item hidden on the ground. An item that is invisible to the human eye. So, you can gather it up. Oh, Tierno got in the battle. So, Tierno's in a battle. Hello? Yes? Did you get... Okay, that's where it is. So she kind of explained the whole idea of a hidden item in the grass. There will be various grass and plot patches or patches on the ground that kind of will be a dead giveaway to where items are hidden. But some items you do need keen intuition and a little bit of foresight to actually see and get. Now I'm going to avoid as many trainer battles as I can for now because, like I said, we're not quite at the point where I want to give all my experience to something else. Callum, don't you fight me. Oh, now I'm going to fight something else. Oh, hey, it's a Caterpie. I know someone who likes you. So Caterpie was one of the 2 first-generation token bug Pokemon of the forest area. And I don't know if we'll see its evolution later, but it eventually evolves into Butterfree. So, I guess keep that in mind. But once again, we're not going to mess with it. It's not in our list. No, I'm good. Thank you, though. Oh, we have a forest battle anyway. Alright. Now, for this first area, I'm going to keep you along with me, but for a lot of later areas, if there's a bunch of trainers in the area, what I'll actually do is I will actually take the footage, or I'll take the battle that I'm doing, but I'll speed it up and I'll overlay a remix or a video game track of a certain sort that kind of themes to what the areas we're currently in. But for this instance, I'm not going to speed it up, or I'm not going to speed anything up. Unless you're planning on quick attacking me constantly, that's not going to work very well, Pikachu. Oh. So, here's a paralysis. Wow, that's abilities and all that stuff for you. So, I guess now I have to talk about abilities and whatnot. Every Pokemon comes with a certain ability or aspect. So, Chespin has Overgrow, which basically, if it becomes below 1/3 HP, its grass type attacks will do a lot more damage compared to what it is right now, which we don't need to worry about. But if we go over 1, you can see Pikachu has Static, which Pikachu has as well. Physical contact with this Pokemon may cause paralysis. It's about a 30% chance or something like that. But what that does is basically now my speed stat is halved, meaning I will more than likely always go last, but I also have a 50% chance of not attacking at all due to being paralyzed. Yeah, lowering my defense did a lot for you. There we go. That should be the fight right there. Sorry, Pikachu. But that is a level up right there. Say yay! Woo. So yeah. Ooh, roll out. Need that for them flying types. Except I won't. Wow, really? I didn't think it would be that much. I mean, I'm happy, but I didn't think it would be that much experience. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not upset by this. Hey, Shauna, can I get a heal quick? Shauna, stay put. Please do. Thank you. So yeah, every now and again you'll have an NPC that... Oh, I didn't even know you were going to be out here. Okay. So I guess the elemental monkeys from the last generation, or at least a few of them, are out here. When I say elemental monkeys, Pansear, Pansage, Panpour, I had to think of the last one a little bit. Basically, water, fire, grass are going to be out here for you to capture as well. So, for me, for example, if I was doing a run like I am right now, I would get a Pansear really quick just to kind of help balance out my team and help me with an upcoming gym. But for now, I don't need it. And I'm looking at the... Yeah, I have some more Pokemon. Are we in the clear? Or do I have to fight somebody in the... Dang it. So that's case in point right there of what I will do if I ever get a repeat encounter in a Pokemon fight, is I will just cut it out. Anyway, we're almost... Yep. No. That's actually his battle strategy. In fact, in the anime, that's kind of how he schools a lot of people, is rhythm and dance and vibe. Let's roll. And, with Santalune Forest taken care of, we're over on Route 3. So anyway. Well, your Pokemon do have different moves, but I'm kind of use that. I'm going to kind of hinder myself in this sense, so. Okay, you have fun going finding the gym. I'll be catching up with you shortly, Callum. Adventure rules. Which I think I've gone over most of the rules he has, but I should be able to explain that. Also, as soon as this is over, we'll probably be ending off today's episode. Later. Probably going to go after the gyms and whatnot as well, but not right now. As of now, I'm going to end off the episode here. Everyone, thank you all so much for joining me on this episode of the Pokemon Y Fairy Monotype Challenge. Next time, we'll actually use our name to our benefit. Or we'll use the title to our benefit, and we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and work with that more as you'll see. It's really hard to do these outros sometimes. Take care, everyone.